Welcome, everyone, to our Saturday post-race show, wrap-up show, as we wrap it up, tie it up in a bow, and make it pretty. And it was pretty out there, Evan. Let's start with the Daytona Sportbike race, which was absolutely insane.
It was an awesome race, wasn't it? We had Martin Cardenas winning again, his 8th time of the year, and he made the points lead really exciting with what he did.
Yeah, he said that he knew he wanted to go get the most laps led, so he'd get the most laps led point. And the interesting part, though, was who was on his tail the entire race, and that was
Clinton Seller,
the South African. So this is his rookie year. After a race ban, he came back to New Jersey and missed New Jersey. That's right.
New Jersey. He was there, but he did not race.
Right, so that was his race ban. So he bounces back from his race ban and winds up on the front row, and then hunts Cardenas down, even passed him a couple times for the lead.
Yeah, he really ran a good race. Everyone was wondering what was up with Yamaha team orders, if he was going to pull to the side and let Josh Herron, who ended up finishing 3rd, get some extra points. But Seller kept on him the whole race, kept on Cardenas the whole race, and just came up a little bit short.
Now, Westby, earlier in the race, Herron had some kind of mishap that in the beginning gaggle, when everything goes crazy.
Well, he came together with Danny Eslick, I believe, is what happened.
So Eslick and Herron go backwards. Westby winds up in front of him. Westby is Seller's teammate. He's on the Project 1 Yamaha. And Yamaha's one big happy family over there. And Westby's waving with his hand, waving at Herron to get by.
There's no doubt about what Westby was doing, but Seller, on the other hand, took 4 points away from Herron, and that's going to be big tomorrow.
Yeah, because if he would have just come out of the final turn, last 2 turns when he knew he wasn't going to get Cardenas, and just had some sort of magical bike issue, start looking down at the bike or something, Herron could have gone by, and then the points would have been different. Right now the points are, correct me if I'm wrong,
375, I think it is,
for Cardenas.
372 for Eslick, 367 for Josh Herron.
So that would have been another 4 points. That would have been 75, 72, 71. And then, yes, tomorrow it would be winner take all.
Winner take all, but it's not quite that. And to Seller's defense, he's on the Project 1 Atlanta bike. He's not on Graves Yamaha. So who knows what really the situation was. But it makes for some fun speculation, and I'm sure the fans will enjoy discussing it.
Well, and in my opinion, I hand it to Seller to race. Hey, Herron, it's up to you to make your own destiny here. It's not up to everybody else to hand it to you.
It's one thing to give up 5th or 6th place. It's another thing when you're fighting for a win, which, wins are so special and so magical. It's hard to tell a guy to call off the dogs,
Yeah, I can't fault Seller, not at all.
Yeah. Superbike race, another good one.
Yes. Josh led it forever, got the point for that, but then Mr. Hayden tracked him down with Nicky cheering on from the pits there and won the race.
Yeah. It was an odd race because I thought that at one point Josh was going to concede, and then at the end, the last lap, he rode like a madman trying to pass Tommy, actually caught up the ground and passed him, but he couldn't make it stick coming down the back straight. Tommy got down the power better and took his 5th win of the year.
Yeah, it was one of those classic duels into the last complex of turns where you can take a tighter line, but you can't get the drive, but you can stuff somebody if you balk them, and didn't pay off for Josh. It didn't
pay off for Josh, but both of them looked really good out there, and it was an exciting race between those two.
We had an interesting thing at the start, the jump start with Eric Bostrom, where he clearly jumped almost a bike length, I think, but he came to a complete stop. The race started, and he went from 5th onto grid to where he was like 8th into turn 1, and it was, okay, he didn't gain an advantage. They didn't meatball him.
He penalized himself, and they didn't meatball him. He had a crash in the last lap with Brett McCormick, and evidently Eric cut his leg pretty bad, is what I'm told.
Oh.
So it was an unfortunate last lap incident. They were fighting for 5th place.
Well, and it's one of those things, too, where when I saw the crash, I thought, yes, now here's some reality check for Eric Bostrom. Does he really want to come back and do this? Because here's the pain factor of racing.
Yeah. And, there are rumors that Eric could join some type of Kawasaki factory effort or semi-factory effort for next year, so we'll see.
Moving on to the Supersport race, we'll cap that off.
Do we have to?
Yeah, dang it.
I was so bored in that race, I couldn't stand it.
I think I fell asleep during that race. Yes, in the Supersport race, we had a young man fight for the win like we haven't seen him do it all year. And he now leads actually the shootout. He could be crowned Supersport National Champion because this is a winner-take-all shootout. Am I right?
Could be. It's a possibility.
Let's bring in Mr. Huntley Nash, who put the smackdown on a serious one. I want to say, Huntley, that, and I think I challenged you yesterday. I said, you don't have to give anything to Pasquarelli. You got to stick it to him. And I've been waiting all year for you to fight back and stick it to him, and you finally did it here, and it couldn't come at a better time.
Yeah, I think our pace was pretty close the whole race, and Gary was telling me just get out there and go for it, man. It's the last race of the year. You need something to prove, and I just went out and got the whole shot. And I banged into JD in turn 1, and then after that, I rode defensive the whole race, and anyone tried to pass me, it wasn't going to happen. So, you know, I really wanted that win, and I showed it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, coming down the front straight when Joey passed you for the first time, you just took it right back and shoved him right to the outside line going into turn 1 and would have none of it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, he got back by me coming out of the chicane going into the left-hander back there. I don't know what turn it is, like 100 of them here. Yeah. And then just outdrove him going down the straightaway a little bit and passed him, and then I started hitting him. I guess I pulled in his clutch lever, too, and he scared him, he said.
Yeah, well, rubbing is racing, as they say. Is that not true, Evan?
That's true. That's true. And one thing that I thought was really impressive was the going in sideways into turn 5 there on the last lap to make the pass.
Yeah, that was pretty much my strongest point. I followed him for the last 2 of the last 3 laps, and I saw that I was better than him on the brakes a little bit, and that's where I kind of caught him. So I made sure that I was there going through turn 1 and 2 and didn't lose any time through there, and I was close enough to make a move, and then I was, and just stuffed it right up inside of him and tried to block him. And, you know, after that, I didn't see him again.
Okay, you are really strong on the brakes, and you're great at getting the drive down. But Joey seemed in practice and qualifying to have a little more lap time than you.
Yeah, I'm terrible at throwing down fast laps. I can't do it yet, so, you know, I'm working on it, and I still am struggling with front end feel and mid corner, so I'm always focusing and getting stopped, turning, and getting back on it. So.
Yeah. At first, us in the press room thought that Joey might be able to get away from you a little bit just based on practice times when he finally got past you, but he wasn't able to do so.
Yeah, I figured once he passed me, because I heard everyone telling behind me the whole time. And I heard Rispoli go down too, because I heard his bike go, boom. So once he get back, Jesus.
We're gonna hear us? Can you still hear us?
Okay, so once he got back by me, I was riding defensive until he got by me, and I followed him for a few corners, and then I said, I'm just passing right back, you know. And once the last 2 laps when he was in front of me, I saw that he was struggling with the same problems I was, so I just tried to stay right there close enough to make a move. So.
Yeah. 3 wins this year. Which one is your favorite? How does this rank?
This one's my favorite, man. This one was pretty sweet. Like, Road America was cool because it was like a battle to the finish, and Laguna, some people kind of crashed out, but this one was a battle to the finish, and I'm pretty stoked on it.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic because it was telling that Joey passed you and he didn't get away. Every race earlier in the year, he got past you and gapped you, and it did not happen, and that tells me that you're a different rider at the end of today than you have been before.
Yeah, I really wanted this win, like, coming into it. You know, I had my pink bodywork, and that was for my mom, and like I said in the press conference, I was chilling with Ryan in my RV, and he's like, dude, it's 11:11, make a wish. And I was like, that shit's gay. And then he's like, do it. And I was like, all right, I want to win this race today. And I went and kissed my little cross right here. Said, it's for you, Mom. And it ended up happening, bringing it out.
Yeah. Pink bike, that's a strong statement, and I think it might be here for a while.
Dude, everyone's been telling me, if you're going to run a pink bike, you better be going fast. I was thinking of the whole race, like, okay, this is just pink. We're going to be in the lead now.
Yeah. Way to manage your estrogen. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, we're being bombarded with classic rock now, and this band that recorded this song is called Heart. And
see, I was trying to guess who it was. I couldn't guess. I know it's some 70s punk chick rock music. So
yeah. So, but
I'm more of a fan of the Aha, like what's it called? I don't
80s,
know.
like
yeah, 80s techno pop stuff.
Yeah.
Keyboard.
Yeah. Well, you showed a lot of heart out there today, and congratulations on your win.
Sweet. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys.
Well, tomorrow's going to be a barn burner. If Huntley wins tomorrow, then he is the Supersport Uber champion. and we'll see what happens in sport bike. But it's supposed to rain, so rain predictions. What are we gonna do? You likes the rain.
I like rain, so you know, even if JD wins tomorrow, he crashed today, so you know, it's between me and Joey and Tomas, and you know, between me and Joey pretty much. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Take us home, Evan. What's the prediction?
It's hard not to go with Huntley.
I heard he went
He's
with
standing
you
right
yesterday.
now.
What's up?
Yeah.
He did.
I went with you yesterday, so you know.
Hey, this guy, he's got to bet with me. He's got to shave his head, or he's got to do a mohawk or something, something crazy.
Yeah,
for me
it's
if
true.
I win.
It's true. I lost, but hey, there you go.
I think a Fu Manchu beard would be the way to go.
First I said let's do a mohawk, and then he took his head off in the light, and it was like more hair here than here. So I was like, maybe we should do like a reverse mohawk.
Hey, I'm 41 next week, man. What do you expect from me?
It's all right, man.
All right, folks, tune in tomorrow because all championships will be decided on the last race of the year. See you then.